Folks, what you're about to hear is something that could shake the very foundation of the NFL landscape in 2026. I've been in this game for more than 2 decades, scouted, analyzed, and broken down more film than I can count. And I can tell you with absolute certainty, what's happening behind closed doors right now is monumental. In fact, I've never seen a domino fall this way this early in the offseason, and I assure you, the stakes are massive. This isn't just another trade rumor. This is the trade that could define the Eagles' future, and frankly, might even change the balance of power in the entire league. Before I spill every secret I've got, and believe me, I've got more than most, I need your undivided attention. Hit that subscribe button if you want to be part of the inside crew that gets the truth before the rest of the world catches on. Smash that like if you're ready for a story packed with explosive details, insider intel, and predictions that will leave your jaw on the floor. And don't forget to activate your notifications, because what I'm about to reveal is so explosive, it will make the NFL world spin on its head. This isn't just speculation. This is insider intel, verified info, and a whole lot of smoke signaling fire. Now let's break down the scene at Lincoln Financial Field, where the Eagles are sitting on a powder keg, waiting to ignite a move that could reshape their entire offense. All centered around one player who, as of January 22, 2026, is the hottest commodity on the market. That player is Jacoby Meyers. First, what's the context? The Eagles, after their Super Bowl glory just a few seasons ago, are in a fascinating position. Nick Sirianni's crew finished 11-6 in 2025, narrowly missing another deep playoff run, but behind the scenes, cracks are forming. The offense, while talented, has struggled with consistency. The offensive line, though improving, remains a concern in pass protection. The receiving core, while talented, it's missing that game-changing element. Sure, steady A.J. Brown is a beast, and Devonta Smith is still an elite route runner, but what they lack is that true X-factor. A receiver who can dominate on every down, create mismatches, and elevate the entire unit. And that's exactly where Jacoby Meyers enters the picture. Now, I want to take you deep into the inner workings of this potential blockbuster trade, because everything points to Meyers being the missing piece, the final puzzle piece that takes this Eagles offense to an entirely new level. And trust me, I have insider info that's not just theoretical. It's coming from some of the same sources that helped me break major deals in the past. From the moment Meyers arrived in Jacksonville, the buzz was undeniable. The Jaguars made a shrewd move trading for him in early November 2025, giving up a 4th and 6th-round pick. And in 6 games, Meyers was absolutely electric. 27 receptions for 355 yards, that's a staggering average of over 59 yards per game. Plus, 3 touchdowns in limited action. More importantly, his clean hands, route savvy, and football IQ instantly transformed Jacksonville's offense, helping Trevor Lawrence rediscover his groove after a sluggish start in the season. But that's what truly sets Meyers apart: reliability. His career stats speak volumes. Since entering the league in 2019 as an undrafted free agent with the Patriots, Meyers has quietly built a reputation as one of the most dependable route runners in the NFL. Only 11 drops in 7 seasons, fewer than almost anyone in his class. He's a clutch player, especially in the middle of the field where contested catches are his bread and butter. His advanced metrics? Elite. His catch rate over 70%, combined with a YAC, yards after catch, average that ranks in the top 10 among NFL receivers with over 300 targets, makes him a perfect fit for any offense looking to diversify and simplify. Now, why do the Eagles want him? Simple, their biggest flaw in 2025 was their inconsistent hands and their drop percentage, leading the league in drops with 6.7%. Meyers' sure-handedness and route precision could be the antidote for that. Plus, his familiarity with complex route trees and ability to beat man coverage opens up endless possibilities for Sirianni's aggressive play calling. Let's get into the meat of what's happening behind closed doors. Multiple sources confirm that the Eagles' front office and coaching staff have been quietly monitoring Meyers since late 2025. The initial contact: a casual inquiry during the NFL Combine in Indianapolis, but what's clear is that the Eagles have escalated their interest to serious negotiations. Word is, Howie Roseman and Nick Sirianni himself have personally been involved in discussions with Jacksonville's front office, exploring ways to make this move happen. Why now? The Jaguars are in a prime position. With the AFC South already secured and the playoffs secured early, Meyers is a pending free agent in the final year of his deal. Jacksonville might consider trading him before it gets too close to the draft, especially if they're eyeing a bigger offensive upgrade or preparing for a potential rebuild around Trevor Lawrence. Meanwhile, the Eagles are desperate to bolster their passing attack, especially after losing key targets in free agency last year, and Meyers fits the profile of a perfect storm target. Young, reliable with a proven track record, and most importantly, available. Sources close to the negotiation tell me that the trade package is already being discussed at a conceptual level. Keep in mind, Jacksonville's asking price is expected to be a mid-round pick, likely a second or third rounder, along with a conditional pick that could escalate depending on Meyers' performance in Philly. Given the Eagles' deep roster and their 2 extra third-round picks in 2026, they might be willing to part with 1 or even 2 of those to seal the deal. Now, the logistics get even more fascinating when you factor in Meyers' contract. He's in the final year of a 3-year, $33 million deal, with a cap hit of about $11 million in 2026. The Eagles have the cap room to absorb this, and sources say they're prepared to negotiate a new extension if the trade goes through, a deal that could be worth $18 million annually, locking Meyers into Philly's future for at least 3 years. But here's where it gets juicier. The NFL landscape is shifting, and team executives are whispering that the Eagles aren't just eyeing Meyers as a stopgap. No, they see him as a long-term piece, a true X-receiver who can stretch defenses in ways that complement A.J. Brown's physicality and Devonta Smith's route-running finesse. Some internal scouts from other teams have already begun comparing Meyers to top-tier receivers like T. Higgins, or even a less flashy version of Tyreek Hill's precision, although that's high praise and unlikely. Imagine Meyers lining up across from Brown and Smith, drawing safeties away, creating one-on-one matchups on the outside, and generating seamless separation on crucial third downs. With Jalen Hurts' ability to extend plays with his legs and throw on the move, Meyers' precise routes and sure hands could unlock a new dimension in Philly's offense, the kind of weapon that turns playoff games into high-wire acts for defenses. Additionally, the chemistry Meyers has shown with Trevor Lawrence, his familiarity with high-pressure situations, hints that he would adapt effortlessly to Jalen Hurts' style. Meyers' route savvy, combined with his reliability, makes him a perfect fit for the Eagles' aggressive, high-tempo offense. Now, let's analyze the potential trade's mechanics. How does this move actually happen? The Jaguars, seeking to capitalize on Meyers' market value, are likely to push for a draft pick in the 2nd or 3rd round, perhaps a late 2nd if Meyers performs well in Philly, with a conditional 5th or 6th that could become a 4th or a 3rd if Meyers hits specific targets. Say, 70-plus catches, 900-plus yards in the Eagles' system. The Eagles, with their wealth of draft capital, could easily part with a mid-round pick, especially considering Meyers' immediate impact and his potential to be a cornerstone in their offense. From a salary cap perspective, Philly is well-positioned. They have roughly $20 million in cap space going into the offseason, enough to absorb Meyers' salary and negotiate a new deal. Jacksonville, on the other hand, might need to shed some cap space, possibly trading away veteran players or restructuring deals, to optimize their roster for the future. The ripple effects? Massive. A trade of Meyers to the Eagles would send shockwaves across the league. It would immediately make Philly's offense a top-5 unit, turning their passing game into one of the most feared in the NFL. Opposing defenses would scramble to adapt, and the Eagles would have a roster loaded with multi-dimensional weapons. And don't forget, the media and NFL insiders are already circling the wagons. Rumors from trusted sources whisper that the Eagles' front office has been working behind the scenes for weeks, trying to finalize deals for Meyers before the Combine. Word is the Jacksonville front office is close to pulling the trigger, especially if the Eagles' offer hits the sweet spot. Imagine the scene. Meyers walking into Lincoln Financial Field in midnight green, the city's fans erupting because they know they're witnessing a game changer. Imagine Mayers in a green jersey catching that precise Hurts deep ball or convert a clutch third down with that signature resilience. The chemistry, the trust, the potential, it's all coming together. Before I close, understand this. The NFL is a league of shifting tides, and the teams that strike first often dominate. The Eagles have the window now, and Mayers could be the centerpiece of their next chapter. If this trade goes through, it won't just be another move. It will be a statement of intent, a declaration that the Eagles are here not just to contend, but to dominate for years to come. The real question is, are they willing to push all in for Mayers? And more intriguingly, is he willing to leave Jacksonville, a team on the rise, to join a team with Super Bowl aspirations? Stay tuned, because what's brewing behind the scenes right now is pure, unfiltered NFL history in the making. I'm telling you, this is just the beginning. More intel, more drama, and a full breakdown will come the moment the trade gets inked. But trust me, the ripple effect will resonate for years. And remember, in this league, when you get a shot at greatness, you don't wait, you strike. And the Eagles, my friends, are looking like they're about to strike big. This is the insider news you've been waiting for. The NFL's next blockbuster could be dropping any moment, and when it does, you'll hear it here first.